the England team versus Mixed Nations. Let's get this started.
It's going to be an interesting match today.
It is. Mixed Nation, a very strong team, and Team England still managing to uphold its reputation.
Busan first map. See what compositions they run.
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting one. Again, ladies and gents, it's going to be the semi-final. So just make sure and stay tuned until the end.
What comps do you think will be good on this map?
I don't know. I have no idea. I've been seeing a lot of Torbjorns for a couple of the games I've seen before, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be going dive comp if I would do that at least.
Well, let's see. Looks like Torbjorn coming out from the English team.
There you go.
Coming out against an Echo, which will be quite interesting. Usually quite a good counter as the turret just, pokes her out of the sky a little bit.
Yep. So it looks like Mixed Nations going to be running the Rhine Hammond for their composition on tanks, and then they're going to be running a Moira Lucio with a Genji there on the side. Let's see how this is going to work out.
It's interesting for England. They're choosing to run a Baptiste instead of a Lucio.
Very true.
Which is going to be interesting for the Reinhardt trying to engage and get out of these sticky situations.
Yeah, they're going to be losing a lot of aggressiveness because of this. Looks like it's going to be a go for the first match of the semifinals. Let's see.
Echo's in the back, just putting damage onto the English supports. One already goes down, as well as the tank.
But looks like Mixed Nation is clearly dominating this one. They're getting the picks they need to get inside, get the point, and capture it.
Yeah, McCree getting a few picks there, but it's not going to be enough to swing the tide.
No, it is not.
If they do come back quickly, they might be able to catch them before they regroup. But
very true. But England currently struggling on the attack.
Yeah. And they've switched off the Torbjorn, choosing to go for a Sombra here. Maybe focusing the Hammond as he comes in.
Very
him.
true.
See him just trying to hack the Reinhardt to the left. But
yep. Looks like England is going to be trying to push in on point. Mixed Nations holding their ground. Very clear. Looks like they're going to be finally pushing. Looks like it's going to be main tank against main tank. There's going to be a beat there from Mixed Nations. They're going to manage to get a pick on the main tank.
Oh, that's a big high noon.
A huge high noon there from England. Are they being able to push up on that? Yes, they are. Looks like McCree is doing the job he needs to get everything under control. Going to be a mines there.
They're still investing in Hammond out though. That's an interesting investment, and it wasn't even on the point, so it doesn't really put pressure on England whatsoever.
But looks like they managed to force out mine there from Mixed Nations. There looks like they're going to be forced to group up.
But he has switched over to the Diva now.
Looks
it's going to be an
interesting one.
A mirrored comp apart from the DPS.
Yep. Looks like they're going to be pushing in.
The Ryan getting hacked.
Is going to be getting hacked.
Shatter and the bomb, but no one goes down.
No one goes down. The bomb's going to be a blade there from Mixed Nations. They're going to be able to get one pick, and they're going to also be able to get the point without England even touching it.
There's going to be a lot of ults being thrown out in this fight. Shatter, bomb, echo ult. There's a big investment.
Big investment indeed. Let's see how England there is going to start retaliating.
But you see, England do have the ult advantage here. They have the EMP, beat, and coalescence, and they're getting close to the high noon.
Very true.
Mixed Nations only have the Shattered to work with here, but if it is big, that could win the fight for them.
Looks like it's going to be a big EMP there. They're going to manage to get the pick on the main tank, even though this is going to be a 5v5 though, with the DPS getting picked quite early into the fight. But it looks like England there is going to manage to get the picks they need. Or maybe not, there's going to be a lot of ults.
They are investing. They've invested beat and blade into this fight.
It is overtime right now for them. If they can keep this point, it will be a first round for them. But let's say England is not going to be giving up. They're going to be trying to contest point as much as possible. They're struggling quite literally. It's going to be a huge shatter there from Mixed Nations. But are they going to be able to follow up?
I don't think England are
They're just
They're gonna be
struggling
able to win this.
They're just struggling to keep everything in check. Looks like
no.
they're gonna get a pick on the Echo and the Moira and the main tank there from Mixed Nations. I think they got it. I think they have this point. You know, honestly, the communication.
They brought out quite a few ults from England. Anyway, they brought out the bomb, they brought out the EMP, and it's gonna be.
I would say they're pretty equal. They're pretty equal on the ult side. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't look too far apart.
They've got the Doomfist now on England.
Very
it's going to be interesting running against a Brig and a McCree. He's not going to be able to get much value if he goes in.
Looks like going to be a Diva Bomb there from Mixed Nations. Is there going to be any picks? No, there's not. Looks like it's going to be Mixed Nations' opportunity to push up now. Looks like the
that's
Doomfist.
A big pick.
A Doomfist early pick there on the Moira. Lucio getting the pick on World Best there on the main tank.
Her ult for Mixed Nations though.
I'm just wondering what Mixed Nation is trying to do right now. They're using ults even though the fight is clearly lost.
I mean that Diva Bomb as well to start the fight. I mean they have a Reinhardt and most of the players can get out of the way.
Very true. They could.
So I don't know what they were trying to do there. They might have been. I think they might have been better off waiting to combo it with something, but.
Yeah, but looks like this might be the final fight. Looks like it's going to be an early pick on the Doomfist. They're going to be pushing him Coalescence. There's going to be a Diva Bomb there from England. Not going to only getting a pick on the. I don't even know. There's just a lot of ults.
That's a big EMP.
Very big EMP indeed.
And the looks like comes down, and it looks like England's going to secure it. Last ditch rally there, but they're not going to be able to touch the point, and that's the first map.
That's going to be the first round here for England on Busan. Honestly, I thought Mixed Nation would have had that. I honestly did.
Yeah, when it was 99% to 35, I didn't think that England would be able to do the impossible there, but they did.
Looks like they did indeed, but even though at that 99%, Mixed Nation was looking really aggressive there, wanting to get that point, but looks like this England, with the better communication, had the comp they needed and know what they were doing. Now let's see if they're going to be trying to do the same thing here on the second round of Busan.
Oh, they're going for the Mei. This might be an interesting one, trying to wall them off from the choke. Try and focus down one of the players of the Mixed Nation side.
Yeah, both of them have Meis actually, so let's see how this is going to play out.
Yeah, they do.
Looks like they're going to be, both teams are going to be fighting on top. Looks like Mixed Nation looking kind of passive there. England has the opportunity to push up and play a little aggressive. Let's see if they're going to be able. Looks like they're waiting for the Mei. They're going to try and wall them up, but I don't think that. Looks like they're going to get an early pick there on the main tank of Mixed Nations. They're going to be able to push up quite easily there. Mei there from Mixed Nations, always also getting picked after being separated. I think that's going to be
just alone, gonna be cleaned up.
I think this is going to be a first point there for England.
Yeah. They got to just cap the point, and it's all theirs.
Throughout this whole World Cup, Mixed Nation was looking very strong, but I just
now you can see the Mei's just waiting there with the wall.
Yes,
Mixed Nation seems scared to walk through because they know what's waiting.
Looks like they're going to be rotating
to go around the side.
They're going to be rotating around the side. Looks like they're going to be pushing out on England. Looks like they're going to be a little bit separated there, but is that going to work out for them? Looks like they're going to get an early pick there on the McCree.
Was best falling low. Goes down.
Mixed Nation losing their main tank and getting a huge shatter. Huge shatter for England. Aren't they going to be able to follow up on that though? Looks like they're going to be antied. I don't know if they're going to be able to get any heals though. Looks like they're going to be investing more ults.
They use the beat and the grav, and they look like they're going to turn this one around.
Looks like Mixed Nations indeed are going to be probably taking this point now. Yes, they are.
Just the last ditch Lucio contest.
A little stagger there, but that is going to be okay.
Extra 3% on the point.
Looks like Mixed Nation looking strong again, starting to go on the defense now.
Oh, Smucker falls low here, and the Mei wall is denying him any healing right now, and he's gone down. That's just a free
pick there.
15 seconds of just not being able to engage from England. I mean,
exactly without
your main tank.
Yeah, you can't do anything. England maybe they're good on the defense, but they're struggling on the attack now as Mixed Nation is managing to put a lot of pressure on them. Looks like they'll be rotating though to the other side.
But they've already got a pick in the rotate stage.
Looks like May there.
Yeah, both Mays putting out a wall, kind of sandwiching the world's best there. This is interesting. Both teams are nearing to 6 ults, so it's going to be an interesting...
It's going to be a high noon there from behind, managing to get the main tank of Mixed Nations. That's going to be England's opportunity to push out. They're going to be pushing out with Coalescence. Let's see if it's going to work out for them.
The Echo falling low, she goes down.
It's going to be a very big grab there, but are you going to be able to follow up on that grab? I do not think so.
2 blizzards inside of each other. Everyone's going to be frozen.
Looks like they also use Nano on the Zarya, making sure that she stays alive. There's going to be a big shatter there for Mixed Nations. Managed to get the pick on the main tank of England. Are they going to be able to keep the point though? I think they are. D.Va there making sure
it's just going to be it's going to be one last fight before Mixed Nations take this. So England are going to have to do something here. They've got no ults to work with, but neither do Mixed Nations. It's going to be a completely dry fight.
Very true. Looks like Mixed Nations a very strong defense, as we saw just a minute ago. Are they gonna manage?
Touch.
There you go. It's gonna be
Lucio
Lucio.
On the side, but this means that England has only got 2 players in the front line.
It's gonna be a 5v5, each one losing one of their DPSs. Looks like gonna be a pick there for Mixed Nations on the main tank. Looks like they're gonna be having the advantage coming into this fight. Aren't they gonna be able to cap point? Barely.
The Echo goes down.
I don't know who's winning right now. It looks like it's gonna be a D.Va bomb. Looks like England is gonna manage to get the point, but not for long.
You can see it's a 2v4 on the point.
Looks like the main tank of England is gonna be coming back on point, contesting as long as he can. The Mixed Nation definitely having the advantage into this.
Oh, but he's got the pin, and now Mixed Nations don't have any DPS.
Looks like McCree there has free range. Nobody contesting him. That's gonna be
and he's got the huge problem. Zoning them out, and they choose to go off the map. Choose to do the tactical reset there.
Yes, they do indeed. England managing.
They've got they've got pretty much 3 ults coming into this.
This might be this might be the final fight here of this round. Yeah,
but you know the Blizzard could change everything, but it doesn't look like it's on anyone right now.
It doesn't look like
it's frozen the Reinhardt.
Looks like they're going to be trying to push in now. Mixed Nations looking very strong. It's going to be a shatter there on the main tank, but it's not going to be able to follow up. Looks like nobody's going to be touching point. Are they going to be able to? Yes, they are. Barely. Looks like Mixed Nation. Mixed Nation looking very strong there on the attack, managing to put pressure on England, and they're not being. They can't get anything under control.
Yeah, it's just going to be the Lucio trying to touch, but he gets slept.
Slept instantly, and it's going to be a round 2 for Mixed Nations. Currently 1-1 on Busan.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be the tale of the whole game. I mean, both teams are very strong, and it's going to be very close. I'm presuming on every map, because like when you've got this much talent on both teams, anything can happen, really.
Very true, but I think the key here is consistency. Not do very good on one map and then the second map just completely get destroyed. I think consistency is key at the moment. Yeah. Let's see how this works out. Looks like they're going to be kind of keeping the same comps as they did before.
Yeah. England going back to their round 1 winning comp. And Mixed Nations staying on the comp that they were on before.
But maybe that Mixed Nations...
Because, yeah, it's interesting because Mixed Nations are running Zarya, which means that they can get quite aggressive because the Reinhardt has that protection from the bubble, whereas with the D.Va, it's kind of like... It's a bit harder for the Reinhardt to engage as aggressively.
Right, and looks like England is going to be here taking the high ground for this first fight. But is it going to be worth it? Because they're looking quite a separate. Oh, it's going to be a double boop there for England on both healers. And that's going to be detrimental there for Mixed Nations.
Yeah. I mean, that just seals the fight for them.
That's going to be a first point there for England.
Yeah, and it also means that the the Lucio for Team England has now got 50% ult charge in comparison to 17% on the other side. So it's going to be... The healing ults are going to be staggered a little bit for Mixed Nations.
But it depends how aggressive they're going to be playing here.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to be a high noon there for England. Is going to be able to get a pick. Yes, they are. They're going to get a pick on both healers, on both DPS, and then... Okay, this is going to be a sweep there for England.
Yeah. He's trying to go in and get the honor here. Getting a bit too aggressive.
You know, honestly, Mixed Nations should just probably focus on grouping up instead of just going in one by one, because I think that's what happened there.
Yeah.
But a very early high noon from England might have just sealed the fight there.
Yeah, I mean, once you get those 2 picks, it's so easy to just snowball. And as we go through, you know, you've still got that pressure on the point, and it's just time wasting, and meaning that
this is going to be EMP there from England.
There's going to be more pressure. Yeah.
EMP looks like England.
Nations, Blizzard on the point, but no one was on the point. Everyone was fighting the Reinhardt.
Right. Honestly, there's going to be a clear advantage here for Team England on this 3rd round of Busan. 70% to 0. That's going to be a hit on their mental attitude there for Mixed Nations.
Yeah, I think at the moment what I'm seeing is their biggest problem is their ultimate usage. They seem to be not being able to capitalize on their ultimates that they're using.
My god, it's going to be a huge high noon there for England. They're going to be getting able 3 picks and another pick there at the end. Looks like that England's going to be able to keep this point for another fight and maybe for this whole match.
Yeah, I don't think Mixed Nations are going to be able to touch it.
Incredible.
Using the coalescence as a sign of victory. I mean, that Diva Bomb high noon combo, it's so hard for the Reinhardt because you're trying to shield 2 things at once. And it's either going to be a big bomb or a big high noon, so you gotta kind of choose which one.
The McCree there from England, definitely a factor in their win here.
Yeah.
It's amazing how these teams just how they fight, how they exchange picks, but looks like that England managed to keep the advantage, getting the picks they need to enter on point and capitalize on Mixed Nations.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to be going...
Yeah, it's going to be interesting looking at the next match.
Right. Let's see
if Mixed Nations can bounce back.
Let's see, it's going to be Temple of Anubis here for the 2nd match of the semifinals. So for everybody that just tuned in, it's going to be currently 1-0 for England there. Quite an amazing fight on Busan. 2-1. And honestly, I don't know what to think of this.
I mean, it's just... It was so close on that first map.
Wait, I have to get back into lobby. I forgot to ask if the captains are ready. Just 1 second.
That's alright.
Okay. Ready. Okay, looks like Mixed Nation's gonna be ready. I'm gonna make sure that the other captain is ready. When I made an interview there with England, they were very confident and they knew they said we're gonna win the final. We're the best team out there, and it seems like it at the moment because these are probably the top teams at the moment. And they're very much dominating.
If you've got the confidence, if you can back up your confidence, I mean, go ahead, be confident. If you can show that you're the real deal here, you know, as England are, you've got a right to be confident.
Yes, you do, because they clearly showing this right now. Looks like we're going to be going in our 2nd map here. Temple of Anubis is going to be 1-0 for England. A very tight match on Busan. And I'm just wondering what's going to be happening. Looks like that England is going to be on the defense, while Mixed Nation is going to be on the attack on this one.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like they're Tempest Fudge playing his signature Junkrat here. This is known to be his comfort pick, Junkrat on Temple of Anubis. so
really?
hard to deal with.
Let's see about that.
Yeah, you're just being forced to play through these tight corridors, and Junkrat can just excel so well. But it looks like Mixed Nations are going to be coming out with a Pharah which can counter him, but they've got the Ashe on England's side, almost like they're predicting this was going to happen.
I mean, it's just a matter of time until they take out the Pharah Mercy there. But it looks like there's going to be a boosted Ashe here, maybe there to counter the Pharah, but we're not sure. Let's see how this goes. It's going to go play out.
Yeah, and they've got two air heroes. They've got the Pharah and the Echo, but
it's going to be a huge pick there.
Takes her down instantly.
Very early pick there with the Winston diving on the Ashe, and finally the Pharah just killing her, just finishing her off. That's going to be a free push there for Mixed Nations. Are going to be able to take advantage of that. Yes, they are. They're going to be able to get a pick there on the healer and on the main tank of England. Looks like they're going to be pushing up on the Sigma. Sigma dead, and it's only going to be a Mercy left to contest the point.
Yeah. And I mean, what was so good about that kill was that the Winston then stayed up there afterwards to keep pressure on that res, make sure that they could not res that Ashe and bring her back into the fight, and just solidified their advantage.
That's going to be a very, very quick point A there for Mixed Nations.
Yeah, they've got 6 minutes to attack the second point. And crazier things have happened. But
let's see.
No.
This is going to be Tempest Fudge time to shine, because if he can't do anything here, it's going to be done for England. Looks like
he's almost got his tire coming up, but the Ashe goes down instantly again.
I think they should probably switch that Ashe, but anyways, looks like they're going to be popping a Valk there, and Mixed Nations trying to keep the whole team alive. There's going to be a Tempest Fudge there, getting a kill on the Pharah, but he gets instantly picked off.
They're just going to be able to rest.
It's going to be a very advantage of picks there for Mixed Nations, but looks like England is going to be able to group up there at the end. Not for long, though.
This closer spawn means that when they get that pick onto the Mercy, it's so hard for Mixed Nations to win this fight, because it's going to be an extra 20 seconds before she can get in the fight.
Looks like going to be a lot of exchange of ults there between the two teams, but I think Mixed Nation has the advantage.
The Mixed Nations Lucio is bullying this Ashe. She's keeping him in spawn.
Very clearly, very strong from this Mixed Nations is from every part of the planet here. The best players, and this very checks out here. There's gonna be two D.Va bombs at the same time. Let's see who's gonna get picked. Nobody.
He gets the Echo duplicate, but it was just a baby D.Va. They do manage to get the Tracer, investing the bomb.
But it looks like Mixed Nation is probably gonna be able to keep this point in check. Mixed Nation not even being able to get one tick after the amount of ults they use.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a shame there. Mixed Nation's definitely gonna be needing to group up after that one.
And now Smoker went on to the Wrecking Ball for the contest, but because the contest was so long, he's already got mines, so when the next push in, this could be a very zoning ultimate.
Now, interesting, they're not gonna be switching the Ashe after being picked out every fight.
Yeah, but it looks like they're gonna be switching out the DPS for the Mixed Nations. They're gonna be running a McCree and a Reaper.
There's gonna be a D.Va bomb there on point. Nobody's gonna get picked though. Looks like that the Lucio there from England is gonna manage to get the job done on two people on the Mixed Nations. England,
yeah,
quite literally managing to keep them away.
Yeah, now they've got almost 4 ults here in comparison to Mixed Nations 1.
But let's not forget that they still have 3 minutes and 30 seconds. This is just the beginning.
This is what happens in the immediate after effect of changing your composition. You're at such a disadvantage because you don't have any ultimates to at your disposal.
Yeah, but
they are just going to be trying to build them up over these 3 minutes.
And I think that's what they're going to be trying to do here. Or they might be able to just manage to get in point, manage to stay there long enough to manage to charge them, and then just using them. But let's see what's going to go happen. Looks like they're going to be rotating on the left here. Going to go inside.
Yeah, that was an interesting Valk. It looked like she was trying to get them to engage, but
it looks like Sombra with the early pick there.
Sombra
with the early pick there on the Doomfist. Let's see if they're going to be able to capitalize on that. They're gonna
take down the mech. The Sombra goes down as well.
I don't know, this looks quite fishy there for Mixed Nation. I don't think they're gonna be able to push in on that.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Now it's just gonna be taking them down, cleaning them up.
But again, Mixed Nation didn't use any ults there, I'm pretty sure. So they'll be able to...
They used the Valkyrie to engage there, but... Seems like they're gonna be swapping off the Mercy to a Moira.
Wait. No, wait. The Moira... Wait. I'm so confused. I'm sorry. Wait, no, okay, sorry, okay. We're good.
Oh, the Ashe has gone down already.
Again, this Ashe has been a disadvantage a little bit there for Team England. Are they going to be able to push in on that? Yes, they are. Looks like going to be a shatter there from England with Coalescence. Are they going to be able to get some picks? Yes, they are. They're going to get able to get a pick on the Sombra and the Brigida there.
On point behind them.
But I don't think that's going to be... That's going to change anything.
Yeah.
They're just going to get picked off very quickly.
Stacker. And now, I think Mixed Nations are getting close to their ults here. They're looking like they might want to do either an EMP shatter or an EMP bomb. That could be their win condition on this point. You can
honestly
see it's taken them 5 minutes and they haven't even got a tick. This has been a very good defense by Team England.
But that's the thing. Once you have a lot of time, you're in the you have the mentals thinking that you can do anything at this point, that you don't really need to push as hard. But now, like as the time is going down, I don't think they realize that they had to have done this much longer ago.
Yeah.
Looks like they're gonna be pushing in with a Diva Bomb there. It's gonna be huge Diva Bomb. They're gonna be able to get a pick there on the main tank, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Looks like England's gonna get 2 picks there off the bat.
Yeah, Chemical takes down the Baptiste there.
But it doesn't matter because it's gonna be last chance for Mixed Nation to push up. Looks like they're gonna be able to get some picks.
Yeah. Brunham misses the charge there.
There's gonna be a shadow there. They're gonna be able to...
be hoping that they won't be able to contest for too long.
This is gonna be a high noon there from Mixed Nation. Gonna be able to kill the Lucio there that was contesting point, but that's not gonna be enough there for England. They're gonna be struggling to get on point, struggling to contest, and I think it's gonna be a point. Round 1 there, complete.
Unfortunately for England, they didn't get them down to the overtime, so it's going to... If England cap the second point, it's going to go to a round 3 either way.
Very true, but I'm just wondering what the mentality on each team is right now. Is England still feeling as confident as they were before, or even is Mixed Nation still confident enough that they can beat England because they have a very strong defense?
Yeah, I mean also with Team England, I think they should be happy with the fact that they did manage to overcome that first disadvantage and hold them there for almost 6 minutes on the second point.
But once the time gets ticking down, that's when the teams get more serious and anything can happen, honestly, when when it's overtime or just 10 seconds left. That's where they show their true colors.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bittersweet ending there because they held them for so long, but they still managed to cap the point. So, we'll see. It looks like they're running with the Rhine Zarya here. Switching it out from the Rhine Diva that they used to play.
Indeed. Looks like England there now on the attack for people that just joined in. It's actually 1-0 for England, who managed to... A difficult win there on Busan, but they still managed to get it. And looks like this is going to be the second round of the second map here on Temple of Anubis.
Yeah, and we're going to be looking at this Pharah coming in behind. She's going to be focusing the healers, and she's already got the Ana there and the Lucio.
Very quick there indeed. Looks like Smurf Blossom getting 3 picks off the bat for this first fight.
Yeah, it's very hard for their killer to get any damage onto the Pharah there because she's got the Mercy Pocket, and also she's playing so close to natural cover that she's not playing in the open. It's very hard to get any shots off on her, and now the Sombra is going to be pressured by the Pharah, and she's going to go down before the fight even starts.
Looks like that mixed nation, I mean England is finally grouped up there. They're gonna be thinking about the push up. No, wait, they still have one stagger there at the end. That's gonna be okay. Looks like gonna be pushing up any moment now. Yes, they're just waiting. Okay, no, there you go. Are they be going the same way? No, they're not. They're gonna be going straight to point. There's gonna be exchange of picks there. But it looks like that the DPS of Mixed Nation are managing to get the job done, getting the picks they need to keep England away from that point.
Yeah, but the Reinhardt is falling low here. He's very low, but they managed to stabilize and oh,
Talking about Reinhardt low, I think he just
does go down.
That's looks like that England is going to take advantage of this, and without even a group up, this is going to go straight to point.
Yeah, there's only 3 Mixed Nations players and 1 lonely England Zarya on point.
I think they were trying to take advantage of the fact that Mixed Nations wasn't grouped up, but it didn't seem to work out.
Yeah, I think the communication was a bit unclear there, because it seemed like some of the England players were holding back and some of them were pushing in completely. But it would have been good if they had got that off, because they didn't have the Rhine and there was still 3 people coming back from spawn.
Looks like England back on the attack, getting the high ground. Looks like they're going to get an early pick on the Ashe, but that's going to be okay. Looks like they're going to be forcing out Valk. It's going to be a high noon there from England. Managing to get a pick there. Killer definitely doing the work.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happening right now. Who has the advantage?
Wow. England have no healers, but at the same time, Mixed Nations have no tanks. And now they go for the MP.
Looks like Smurf Blossom is going to get picked there. That's going to be a huge disadvantage for Mixed Nations.
But with no healers for England, this Bob is going to be just pressuring them down. But the healers are coming back in now. They invest the Shatter.
I think they want to make sure at 100% that they get this point.
Nations are just gonna try and contest this for as long as possible. Try not to use any ults of their own.
So Mixed Nations managed to get this point instantly. England took them nearly the whole time that they had. But looks like they're finally gonna get the point.
Yeah, and now they have 3.5 minutes to attack the second point. Looks like they're gonna have both support ults and a Grav here. If they get a big Grav, the Reinhardt might be able to.
It's gonna be nano the Ryan early there, but looks like the DPS Smurf Blossom and the Diva are gonna be able to put some pressure there, getting the damage. But looks like that England is gonna manage to get 2 picks.
Gonna be kind of equaling out here, but spawn advantage for Mixed Nations is gonna mean that England can't really go as aggressive as they would have liked.
Exactly. Looks like the Zarya there managed to get 2 picks, but I don't think it's done anything.
Just trying to get out and get some damage while she's going. But you see that nano onto the Reinhardt has meant that the England Reinhardt now has Shatter when he started that last fight on 30%, and it means that they're gonna have 5 ults at their disposal.
And that means they're going to be playing very aggressive now. Looks like they're going to be trying to get a hack and a kill there. A lot of ults there from England. Is it going to be able to pay off? I think it is. They're going to be able to get the advantage on the picks there. Looks like Junkrat managing to get some pressure on.
This Baptiste is just on top healing this Diva, and no one can get up to him. The Lucio is desperately trying.
Looks like he finally dropped down. Maybe going to get picked any moment there.
Takes down the run.
I think that's gonna be a failed push.
Yeah.
They use every ult at their disposal and looked like it wasn't worth much. Doomfist there for a final stand.
But they do have the EMP coming out here.
But is it gonna be enough? That is the question.
That's the question, because the Mixed Nations, they have both DPS ults and a Diva Bomb, which are all very high damage ults.
Looks like Pharah there, the Pharmercy hiding there.
Well, looks like she might be going for the
ult.
For the ultimate here. Looks like she
there
is.
There you go. Are they gonna be able to get a pick on the McCree? Looks like their Mixed Nation is gonna be finally pushing in there. Looks like the main tank there getting instantly picked off when he charges in.
Yeah, and just that one pick can secure a fight.
But
so easily.
honestly, the DPS here from Mixed Nations are doing the job they were assigned, getting the picks early in the fight and letting the rest of the team push in without a worry.
Yeah, and I mean it's been a great improvement from Busan. They're using one ult at a time, getting value from pretty much every ult, not from that Riptide there.
But are you gonna be able to keep this up? Are they gonna be? Oh, it's gonna be huge Diva Bomb there from Mixed Nations. They're managing to get 3 picks on the healers and on the DPS on Tempest Fudge there.
Now it's just gonna be forced back down. Retreat, but they're gonna be staggered.
They're gonna be staggered. As 20 seconds on the clock there. Mixed Nation.
It's gonna have to be the Lucio and the Sombra trying to touch, but that means that it's gonna be only 4 people.
It's gonna be a struggle.
Take the fight.
It's gonna be a
Sombra's
struggle.
Set up on point, ready to do this. Oh, but the Rhine finds her. She has to desperately EMP before she dies. It's a big shatter, but they don't know that the Reinhardt has the shatter as well. He's gonna be able to
My
shatter.
God, there you go. Look at that. It's gonna be a struggle for England to stay on point as the whole team there from Mixed Nations. Looks like it's gonna be win there for Mixed Nations. It's gonna be a 1-1 at the moment.
Oh, I mean, that was such a good improvement from that first map. On that first map, you saw the ultimates being just thrown in, you know, Diva Bomb thrown in on point, no kills, Blizzard, whatever. Whereas on this map, they had the clinical Pharah waiting around the corner, 1-0, and that's the end of the fight. I mean, they don't have to invest more than that.
But are they going to be able to keep this up in the following games? That's the real question. Again, consistency is what really will give them the win.
Yeah, and it depends on their mental attitude as well. If they've got the confidence from this game, whether it's good, whether they can now roll the next few maps, or whether it's going to be too much for them.
Exactly. Wait, let's see. Our next map here is going to be Rialto. Before we get on with that, I'm just going to make sure that both team captains, both teams are ready for this next match. So again, for people that just joined in, it's going to be 1-1 from... It's going to be 1-1. 1 for Mixed Nations, 1 for the English team there. Okay, I'm just going to make sure with another captain that they're ready. So England managing to get that first match on Busan.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting here because Rialto, a very good boot map here, and we've seen the Lucios being played on Busan. So we know that they are comfortable on the Lucios. Whether we'll see some boops coming out on this map, we'll have to wait and see.
So again, for people that just joined in, it's going to be 1-1, 1 for the English team, 1 for Mixed Nations. England managed to get the first map on Busan. It was a very difficult map though. And then Mixed Nation managing to get a slow attack, but a very good defense on the end there on Temple of Anubis, which gave them the win. Okay, looks like we're going to be ready for a third match today. So again, it's going to be best out of 5 maps. So let's see how this is going to play out.
And it's interesting, there's no substitutions coming out.
I know, it's just usually these, from what I've seen, from what I've played with them, they make some subs normally during the game, but now they're just, I think they feel comfortable. I think this is their main team that they're playing with.
I mean, semi-finals, you got to bring it all you got, don't you?
Yes, you do. You got to make sure you can get that spot on the finals. Looks like I'm just gonna make sure who the other semi-finalists are, just so we get.
I think it's Australia and
Germany.
Germany, yeah.
Yeah, that is exactly it. Yeah, Germany and Australia are gonna be facing each other at 4 p.m. BST. So just make sure you stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and it looks like they're gonna be running the Ryan Diva here. They're going to be running a Mei, which isn't... I haven't really seen many Meis on Rialto before, but...
Oh, so it looks like the match for Germany against Australia is going to be in 1 hour, actually. I didn't notice that.
Pretty much right after this one.
Exactly. So make sure you guys stay tuned.
They're holding very close here, trying to hide in the hedges or something.
They're going to be playing very aggressive there. England trying to get a pick instantly on the main tank of Mixed Nations. That's not going to happen though. Looks like England's going to be able to get an early pick there on the Doomfist with the Mixed Nations with the Far Mercy. Again,
and you see the Pharah's instantly going to be putting pressure on the Ashe and gets her off the map. So hard to deal with it when the Pharah just dives on you as a hit scan.
Honestly, a big mistake there from England, holding so close.
Yeah, I think holding close on the in the beginning to get the surprise, but once they know, quite easy to counter it. It's like we know where you are, you know.
Yeah, especially with that Far Mercy flanking like technically behind them while they're on point is just detrimental for them.
And it looks like they're going to be switching off of the Mei onto the McCree, trying to get 2 hit scans to deal with this Pharah. And also, the McCree can stun the Doomfist as well.
Exactly. Let's see, Pharah here again is going from behind, trying to get the early pick on the Ashe, which is the only person that can actually counter them.
Yeah, but the thing is, with these hit scans, it's very hard to get any value because the Mixed Nations team, they have 2 shields. But 2 shatters coming out here.
Yeah, and also a window there from Mixed Nations. It's not going to be enough though. It looks like England is going to be able to get the swipe there on the team, and they're going to be able to get back that payload.
Yeah, so it looks like my ult account, the England Lucio trying to get a boop here. He sees the Doomfist, tries to get him off.
Doesn't quite manage you. That's going to be too bad. That would have been.
Mixed Nations have switched over to the Ashe of their own and a Brigitte here.
Yes, they have. Looks like they're going to be losing that Lucio. That's going to be a huge hit on their aggressiveness. That's going to be a beat there from England.
Yeah,
Is it going to work out for them?
Time to beat there because he managed to beat just before the Doomfist ult.
Anyways, Diva Bomb there from England, managing to get the pick on the Sigma, and looks like Tempest Flash are going to manage to get the pick on the main tank. And so it's just going to be a slaughter from there on.
Yeah, it's just going to be the Mercy left.
England keeping the point in check.
There we go.
Mixed Nations struggling a little bit there on the attack, but I think everything will be okay soon. I think there's just miscommunicating a little bit, waiting for the group up.
Doomfist on Mixed Nations have now switched over to a McCree, and the Brigitte has switched over to a Moira.
Looks like Mixed Nations is going to be rotating.
Yeah, they seem to like switching up their comp in the middle of rounds quite well. But
yes, but it's going to be a huge hit on their ult though. It's going to be Earthshattered there. They're going to be able to carry on and get on the main tank of England. Looks like there's going to be a Bob there, Chu, from Mixed Nations, getting the picks they need to get on that payload and probably capping the first point here.
Yeah, I don't think England can touch it. It's just going to be trying to retreat. And yeah, they take it.
Looks like England's going to be forced to back off a little bit.
Yeah, and you see Mixed Nations taking this space so well. They could just stay on payload, but they've just decided to leave that brig there. And
honestly,
command the space.
I think that their whole strategy here is just play aggressive. But I don't think they're going to be able to do that as the High Noon there is just putting pressure on them.
Yeah,
too much pressure. Looks like they get an early pick there on the Ashe. Coalescence there comes out for Mixed Nations.
Yeah, and that High Noon put so much pressure on because it was getting speed boosted by Lucio, so he could just walk around the corner.
Huge shatter there.
Big. Did you see that? The brig stunned the Rhyme before the shatter, but they come out with a counter shatter.
I could see that.
Make sure that nothing happened.
Looks like that England's gonna get back that payload. Yeah. Mixed Nations now are gonna be struggling again, I bet, for that attack. Getting back on that payload is gonna be quite hard.
But now they've only got 4 players because the Lucio is tag teaming the Rhyme back. He's back.
It looks like they're gonna be holding on the corner there. There's gonna be a Diva Bomb there from England, not gonna be able to do much. Looks like they're gonna be putting a rally there for Mixed Nations. Coalescence have gone on also for England.
Yeah, and the High Noon from Mixed Nations gets nothing because they just go around the corner.
There's gonna be a Diva Bomb. Diva Bomb getting a pick on the Diva there from England. It looks like that Mixed Nation is gonna have the advantage on picks there.
Yeah, they still use the Bob, and so do England. Seems like a bit of an odd,
little panic ult there.
Yeah. Yeah, they managed to
Looks like
push on
tanks there.
forwards.
Looks like tanks there from England are going to be able to get back quite quickly. Looks like they're going to be stomping there on payload. No, they're going to back up to the corner, giving Mixed Nations enough space. There's going to be a shatter there. They're going to be able to get a shatter on the McCree. I don't think they could be able to follow up though. Tempest Fudge with the high noon is going to get anybody. No, it's going to get matrixed quite
you see
quickly.
The England tanks are going quite low, but now...
Oh, it's going to be a huge shatter from England. Are they going to be able to push up on that? Yes, they are. Looks like going to be a beat there from England, too. I think England's got this one.
to save the Reinhardt, but it means that they can just go really aggressive, even if they don't have a shield. They have so much HP now.
So close to the second point. Only 0.4 meters there.
Yeah, and they're going to be staggering this Diva. Managed to get to the...
I don't know if you realize, but there's 15 seconds left there for Mixed Nations. Are they going to be able to touch the point? Do they even realize that?
They don't have a Lucio, so it's going to be very hard. They're going to have to, like, touch the point. Yeah, they do.
They managed to, looks like it'll be a Diva Bomb there from England. Getting an early pick there on Spirit Blossom on the McCree. Looks like it's going to be a bomb there too. Getting a pick on the main tank. Looks like England has probably got this one.
Pulse Bomb as well.
I think it's got this.
That's gonna be the end, isn't it?
That's gonna be a first round there for England. Not even managing to get the second point. So close though.
Yeah.
England very strong on the defense, and we can clearly see this now.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting what they run on the offense though.
It is.
This is well, it's not that far, but it is very holdable, very winnable for the Mixed Nations team here.
Very true. Looks like, but as we saw in Temple of Anubis, Mixed Nation also had a very good defense, just as England, and I want to see how this is gonna play out.
Yeah. We're gonna see who they decide to pick.
Ready for battle.
Let's see. Looks like they're going to be running a double shield there with Reinhardt, Sigma, and a Mercy, boosting the Ashe probably, with a Mei there for Mixed Nations on the defense.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
And for
We're gonna see if the Tempest Fudge, if he stays on this Pharah, he can, you know, get a bit of damage onto the Ashe, or if Smurf is going to be able to counter him completely.
Let's see.
Chemical moving over to the Mercy there. Not her favorite hero, but willing to flex for the team. Now, yes, it's going to be the Pharmacy here, going over the top, trying to scout out what they're running.
And actually putting pressure, quite a lot of pressure on Mixed Nations. They're going to be forced to back up. They're going to leave that corner there.
Their shields are already so low. And they have nothing to protect themselves.
The Pharah there managing to put a lot of pressure indeed. Looks like they're going to really be able to get a pick there on the Mercy. That's not going to be enough. Looks like they're going to be the Diva. They're pushing in, managing to get 2 picks off the bat there from
Mixed. Big sleep. They're going to be just keeping the Sigma there as a little pet for a while, and then finishing him off.
Ooh,
but the
very big mistake.
A bit far.
Very big mistake there. No, he's just going to get nano, so he make sure he doesn't die. Ashe, they're killing yourself with a bomb by accident, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and it's
Mixed Nation struggling a little bit on the defense. They're going to be trying to contest. Looks like the shield is already nearly down.
A few ults here.
Yes, they are. I think they're just waiting. There's going to be nanoing the Ryan. Ryan is going to be pushing up, getting a pick on the main tank for England there. Looks like they're also going to be getting a pick on the baby Diva. Tempest Fudge getting picked from behind too. And that's going to be...
Yeah, that's going to be it for now.
That's going to be the team fight there for Mixed Nations.
So they use both support ults there.
Yes, they
So
did.
England will know that they don't have Nano to bail out their Rhine if he pushes in too aggressively, but we'll be able to see if they can take advantage of that.
Let's check
Now,
that out.
They have the Shatter and the bomb. They could try and do a combo here.
There's going to be a Diva bomb there very quick there for England. Not going to be doing much. Looks like the bomb there out getting the kill on the baby Diva, on the Chu tanks and on the Pharah.
I mean, that was interesting. I think I'm not sure what they were trying to do with that bomb. I mean, the Rhine went for the Shatter on a Mei and missed, and the Diva went over the top. So it seemed like it wasn't very coordinated there, but they still do have 3 ults. Maybe the Barrage can swing the fight.
Let's see. Looks like the England's going to be pushing up slowly but surely there. England managing to put pressure on point there, but looks like Mixed Nation's going to be out with the Blizzard, getting the pick on the main tank there from England.
Wall as well. They know that they're running the Ana, and if they wall off the Rhine whilst he's in the Blizzard, there's no way of saving him.
No way of yes, that is true.
And they use the Valk there. They're going to be switching over to the Moira, but switches back to the Mist.
England struggling a little bit on the attack, looking very strong on that first push there, but now not quite managing to get on point. Looks like they're pushing quite slowly, and I don't think their communication there is not as good as it could have been during these past team fights. Looks like there's gonna be a huge shatter there for Mixed Nations. Are they gonna be able to go up with that? Maybe they're gonna be able to get the main tank there.
But they do res the Reinhardt on the side of the Mixed Nations.
Let's see, there's gonna be exchange of ults there.
It's just gonna be so annoying for the Reinhardt because he can't go aggressive because he's just gonna get constantly hit by it.
An exchange of ults there between each team. Looks like England.
I think Mixed Nations are gonna be able to do this because there's only 3 people there. There's only the tanks and the DPS, but now they've reinforced. Now the players are back. They've got the Hammond. They've got
I don't think so.
Now.
I don't think so. Look at that. England is going to be able to get everything. Kills is going to be a team kill there for England. Quite surprisingly, I thought Mixed Nation was going to get that. But looks like they weren't quite holding up as best as they could. It's going to be 2 minutes and 30 seconds now on the clock for England.
Yeah, I just don't think they took as much of an advantage as they had. I mean, England, they only had their tanks and an Ashe. They didn't even have a healer.
Amazing.
So if they had gone aggressive,
look how much pressure England is putting on there. They're managing to keep everybody under check, even on that corner.
Yeah.
Looks like my station is going to be slowly pushing in, slowly but surely there.
the Mei finds the pick on the Tracer there. Sends the bomb over the top. But the communication again is not there. The bomb shatter just doesn't work. The Mei blocks it.
Looks like there's going to be a shatter there from Mixed Nations. Are they going to be able to follow up on that? Yes, they are. Looks like they're going to, most of the people that are going to get antied. Mercy, they're going for the res. Is this going to be worth it? No, she gets picked off, but that's going to be okay as Mixed Nation has got the point.
Yeah. I mean, that anti from Izzy, so
Very.
big. It takes out the Lucio, and it means that the Reinhardt is just sitting there. He can't do anything.
He can't play aggressive because he can't get any heals. It's just common sense there. I'm wondering what England is trying to do here.
Yeah, they're going on the high ground.
Again, it's 1-1 between the two, a very close match until the end. Looks like England's going to be able to get on payload very quickly.
They're going to be pressuring this Ashe.
Looks like they're going to be putting out a Bob there from Mixed Nations. A coalescence from England, though. They're going to be able to kill the Bob. I don't know what's happening right now. Looks like the team is quite separated. Mixed Nations quite separated there.
It's a big dynamite, but
not going to be able to follow up on it.
You see, like, Smurf, he used his Bob at the beginning of this fight, and he's already 70% back to it. These dynamites, and now he's 90%. He's got another Bob. and it's just this pocket means that he can just do so well, and now he's nanoed as well.
Looks like there's gonna be a bomb there from Team England. A final stand there. Just seeing if they can do anything about it.
And
Looks like they're gonna be using the Hammond.
Here, but
I don't think they're gonna be able to do anything.
Now it's just the Moira and Diva coming in over the side.
Lucio going in for the contest too. Is he gonna be able to touch point? I don't think so. A high noon there, gonna be not gonna be able to do much.
The Diva mech and the May, but
looks like world best.
Do anything in this.
Looks like that's gonna be a third match for Mixed Nations. 2-1, ladies and gentlemen, and there are still 2 maps to go.
Yeah, England can bring this back, but it's the confidence that the Mixed Nations must be feeling right now. Must be pretty big.
I'm starting to see a pattern here. Mixed Nations struggling a little bit on the attack, but then on the defense they manage to hold, and I think that's their strong point there.
Yeah, I think it's just when Mixed Nations get into those fortified positions, it's so hard for England to push onto them. I mean, we saw it on Busan, the way that they let it get to 99%. It was so hard to attack, but once they got there, feels like they were able to fortify.
Looks like this 4th match is gonna be Numbani here. I'm just gonna make sure again with the captains if they are ready for this 4th match of the day. 2-1 for Mixed Nations. Make sure to stay.
Yeah.
Again, Mixed Nations, no substitutions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's see if England is gonna be doing the same.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna be sticking with the same.
Yeah, they're gonna be sticking with the same, and it's gonna be another match here at Numbani. Let's get this started.
Traveling to Mumbai.
It'll be interesting to see how Mixed Nations can hold on the first defense here, because this is the most fortified kind of position for them to be in, and if England have been struggling this whole series on how to push through them,
that's gonna be a very big, troublesome thing there for England. So for people that just joined, it's gonna be 2-1 for Mixed Nations at the moment. First map, England won, a very difficult match on Busan, and then Mixed Nations just flipped the switch and managed to get the win on Temple of Anubis and also on Rialto.
yeah.
Looks like that England's be going with the boosted Ashe with the Mercy, a Rhine Diva, and Tempest Fudge on the Torbjorn with an Ana on the side.
I hope this Torbjorn goes well. I hope.
Again,
I hope he carries the game.
I've been seeing a lot of Torbjorns in the past matches. Let's see if.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because the Mixed Nations are running an Echo with this Ashe and the Torbjorn. Might be able to focus her down.
Let's see.
And they're also running the Torbjorn against the dive, which could be quite good.
Looks like they're going to be diving instantly. Looks like Tempest Fudge getting a pick there on the Genji quite early in the fight. Looks like Mixed Nations is going to be forced to back up a little bit. Yes, they are. They're going to be waiting for the regroup.
Looks like they're going to be coming around the side, setting up for the dive. Ryan is alone by himself over here, but Diva comes over just in case.
But the team is very separate. It looks like the 2 tanks are alone, and the rest of the team is just in the background. They could just very easily just dive the tanks with no problems. That's what they just did. Looks like they got the pick on the main tank there. Managed to get the res on the Echo for Mixed Nations. Mixed Nations is going to be in the advantage coming into this second team fight of this match.
But the Echo is so weak. Manages to drop down and get healed, but so much pressure on her.
Looks like the
Now
Rein there is
Smoker
going to be
coming back
switching on
on
a
the board.
Hammond. Seeing if he can contest as long as possible on this payload.
No, it's bad when you have to contest in the first minute of the game, but Tempest
It
Fudge
is.
does manage to get World's back. World's best even. But
The
Diva
bomb
Mech
there
goes
a
down.
little missed from England, but I don't think that's going to be changing much.
Yeah, no.
I don't think who's going to be at an advantage coming into this. They're going to be forcing a beat there out
Nations
of Lucio.
Really committing here. I mean, and why wouldn't they? They've got the advantage.
Looks like both teams now are committing. Looks like they just use a nano boost. Looks like they're probably going to be using mines anytime soon.
Yeah.
There you go.
Minesing in that little room.
Ooh,
Oh,
getting
that's
2
a
picks on the
big mine
Lucio
boost.
and on the Winston.
But there's no heals left, so
It's gonna-
everyone is falling weak.
A Diva bomb there from England, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Yeah.
Only the DPS. Only
No,
DPS
the
and
Echo
Diva.
Oh, and that's a big dash.
I don't know who is winning right now. I think England's just struggling to get on point and just getting picked one by one.
Yeah, and it's very unfortunate with that multi-core. He only got it in one corner, so they could just avoid that corner. I mean, they could just play around the other parts of the point. If he had spread it out a little bit more, it would have been much harder to survive. But
Right, cover a little bit more area, but that's going to be a first point there for Mixed Nations. Again, still playing aggressive. Let's see if they're going to switch their dive comp now that they got the payload.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, Smucker, he respawned on the Hammond and didn't have time to change, so he is still going to be on this Hammond pick.
But looks like
It's
England
interesting.
switched on the Sombra, but didn't quite work out. Instantly gets picked there from the Reinhardt and the Diva. Genji stuck on point and getting instantly shot out of nowhere. Ash getting the
Now
pick.
the Monkey is going after the Ash, and so is the Echo. She just gets bullied. Now Briggs gonna fall low, goes down. England do mines on the point, but it's mainly just time wasting at the moment.
Looks like Winston
Trying to get
managing
them
to pick on the Mercy there, trying to get away as fast as they could. And it's just
Yeah.
gonna... The team is just separated. Looks like it was Hammond there alone on point, and he used mines.
Yeah.
Not worth
It's gonna be
very much.
interesting if they switch off for Hammond now. But it seems like for the moment they're staying on.
I don't think they have much choice, because if they switch, they're gonna have a disadvantage on the ult side of this. And I don't think they
Yeah.
can do much with a shield tank with the dive comp. And they're not being able to adapt as well as they could have. Looks like they're gonna
wow,
be
that
Diva
is-
bombs from both sides. It looks like it's gonna be each one getting one pick.
But it's big for Mixed Nations because they got a healer.
But they had to use their sound barrier there to make sure that everything is gonna be okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Looks like Hammond again needing to contest there. England
Now,
struggling
it's-
on the defense.
It's like Mixed Nations are doing quite well on the attack in comparison to their former efforts here.
But let's not
England
forget.
just kind of being snowballed.
Let's not forget that England already managed to do very great defenses on the last point, like we saw in Temple of Anubis and also on Rialto. And I think they're
Yeah.
going to be able to show this here. But I'm not sure they're going to be using the comp that they would have preferred using. Looks like Hammond, they're
Yeah,
looking
man.
for something behind. They're going to be putting pressure on Mixed Nations. Mixed Nation a little bit separated. It's going to be a huge EMP there.
Oh, that is a six-man EMP.
6-man EMP there for
Oh,
England.
Lucio falls off the map. But they come out with the Dragon Blade. Managed to get 2, managed to get 3.
That's going to be
And they're
a
gonna be able
very
to
great
turn this
effort.
around.
A huge blade
They've
there.
used they've used the EMP and the Bob and got the Lucio, and that was it.
The team is just separated at this point. I don't know what they're trying to do. Looks like the Lucio managed to 1v1 the Winston there out of nowhere.
Yeah. And it looks like England are going to be able to stabilize here.
They're going to be able to keep
Probably
the
for
payload in
the
check.
for the first time in this map.
Very
Hopefully they
true.
can take 4 to 5 positions and hold it.
I mean, I think this is going to be their time to shine. Now that they've gotten this payload, I think they're going to be able to stay on it and contest it for quite long, again, like we saw in the past maps.
Yeah, and this is interesting. They've changed over to the Rhine Mix Nations. They're gonna have more of a frontline presence.
D.Va Bomb from Mixed Nations not getting much. Looks like the Echo getting an early pick. They're on the Doomfist. It's gonna be a 5v5 as each one get a pick on the DPS.
Oh,
Let's see.
Yeah, McCree copy coming out here.
A lot of ults invested from both sides, I think. This is gonna be a mines there from England, not being able to do much.
Now is now they have a Reinhardt, so it's not a problem anymore. You can just walk into them with a shield.
A D.Va Bomb.
This is kind of like what Mixed Nations did on Busan with their ultimates. They're just
throwing in one by one. They're panicking. They're panicking. They just don't know what to do.
Chemical does manage to get two. Gets hacked halfway through the coalescence, but
you know, maybe it was a tactical
the supports get 4Ks.
Maybe it was a tactical. I take back what I said, but looks like there's only going to be 1 minute left for Mixed Nations. They're only going to be doing one final real push there.
Yeah. They do have the Baptiste now. See if they can immortality this high noon. But it looks like they're going to be attacking on the high ground. But there's
England a little separated on the high ground. You know, Mixed Nations could easily just rotate on point right now, but I don't think they're going to be doing that. They get picked one by one. There's going to be meteor strike there from England.
Oh, but two people do go down. And a res comes out. This could be very winnable for Mixed Nations.
I mean, winnable or not, they're going to have to go in as there's only 5 seconds left now on the clock. It's going to be going into overtime there for Mixed Nations. Let's see how this is going to go. It's going to happen.
That is a good high noon, and Mines is going to be zoning out everything. Now immortality on cart, but there's just going to be taken out. Just the Echo Dive manages to copy them through, but
yeah, looks like England.
Last-ditch effort.
England managing to keep the point. Oh, it's going to be EMP there. Final stand there for Mixed Nations. Unfortunately, wasn't what was needed.
They do manage to hold it before the third point, though, which means that they can win this without a third round.
They can definitely try, but we've seen that Mixed Nations defense is very good. And I'm just wondering if they're going to be able to hold back the immense power that England has. So for people that just came here, let's just make a little recap now. It's actually 2-1 now for Mixed Nations. First map was on Busan. England, difficult match for them, but they managed to get the win at the end. Then on the Temple of Anubis, Mixed Nations managed to get the win, and on Rialto too. And this is going to be the fourth map, and maybe even the last one, depending on how these play.
With the way they've been defending so far, I mean, it's kind of expected to be the last one. But if England can break this defense, they might be able to go to the fifth map.
I guess now I can ask you, who do you think is going to be winning this match, semi-final?
See, I think Mixed Nations are looking really strong. I think the way that they control the space after taking control of a point or an objective is just really hard for England to get through. And I think it's just going to be too much for them. But
let's see how this plays out.
We'll see how it goes.
Looks like Mixed Nations going to be going on the high ground there. Stay on the high ground, as I think they're going to be playing. England's going to be playing a dive comp.
Yeah, and here's the key difference between Mixed Nations and England. When England played the same comp, their tanks were completely off to the side. But it still looks like they're going to be able to get the Torbjorn. They're going to be able to get the picks. Now the Ana is hacked, and both healers are down. That looks like the end of the point.
That was a very quick first point there for England. Only one push needed.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, just like Mixed Nation.
Yeah, very, very uncharacteristic of the Mixed Nation defense, but who knows, they might be able to snowball them now and continue this momentum. See if they can get it through. There's no pressure on the cart right now because Mixed Nations are still grouping up, so they're just pushing it for free.
Very true, but just remind yourself, if they manage to get to that third point, it is done for Mixed Nations. They won't be able to do anything as they didn't get it.
Yeah.
So I think they're just thinking about this now, and I think they're starting to have a little pressure on themselves. Looks like they're going to get an early pick there on the Ashe, forcing out Immortality quite early.
Yeah, if you were England here, you would try and go as aggressive as possible. Try and get
EMP Blade there.
Gonna do.
EMP Blade, are they going to be able to do much? They're going to be able to get a pick on the Ana and on the D.Va. Sorry for cutting you off there, and you can go on.
That's fine, it's just when they go so aggressive, look, they've got 6 minutes to push it half of point C here. It's kind of like, if you can get that snowball going, it's so hard to recover.
But again, remind you what happened to Mixed Nations when they had 6 minutes on Temple of Anubis. They only managed to cap it with only 3 seconds left. And look at that, Mixed Nation getting early pick there on the McCree and on the Hammond. So they're going to be putting in the beat there, but I don't think it's going to be able to help them much. But it looks like they're still going to be pushing in. There's going to be a big shatter there from Mixed Nations. Managed to get a pick on the Lucio. Looks like they're going to be pushing in slowly on point. And yes, looks like England's going to be forced to retaliate.
Yeah. And now they do have the bomb Mixed Nations here. England getting close to theirs. But, I mean, who knows? Hopefully they can manage their ults well, because that's going to be how they're going to win.
One D.Va bomb there from Mixed Nations, not doing much. Just throwing in there.
They try and hack the Rhine and go in and out, but the Lucio speeds them back.
Looks like McCree from Mixed Nations is going to be able to keep the high ground, but not going to be able to do much. Looks like England is going to be able to push up. They're not going to be able to touch the point.
Oh! They C9'd.
They did C9, but this is where it's going to get interesting. There's going to be one more tiebreaker map for this.
Ooh.
This is going to be quite intense, and I can't wait. It's going to be a oh my god. Yeah, go ahead.
This might as well be the grand finals. I mean, if this is the semi-finals, you guys gotta come here for the grand finals. This is gonna be insane.
Looks like our last map for today is gonna be Nepal. I just don't know. Busan was a really close match, and it was a control. I just can't wait.
This is gonna be. I called it in the beginning. I knew that it was going to be very, very close.
I honestly thought Mixed Nation had it there.
This close. This close I was not expecting.
I'm just going to make sure with both captains that they're not going to be making any subs for this last match. Oh my god.
To be honest, it looks like their subs are just being spectators right now.
They're not doing much, yeah.
Yeah, no team has changed their composition yet.
Let's see. I think Mixed Nation is going to be making us up, but it looks like England is looking quite confident.
Yeah, I think that their communication is getting a little bit better throughout the games. They're not wasting as many ults. They're being a little bit more clinical. But we'll see.
Let's see. Looks like England is looking quite confident, saying that we got this. Okay. Oh, looks like they lost a player there. Let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna.
Might just want to message the captain, see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I already just put Monkey Max in there. Wait. Hold up, I'm just gonna be making sure if the captains there's gonna be a little problem.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like one of their players left, but is currently going to be coming back.
Well, it gives us time to think about what's going to happen on the pool.
Yep, I'm just making sure of the captains about one more thing. You can keep going.
Yeah, I mean, for me, what we saw on Busan, I mean, Mixed Nations on that first map controlled it 99%, and it was.
You cut off there. You okay? While he deals with that, I think that both teams are ready. Okay, looks like both teams are ready. Looks like we're gonna be going in for the final match of the semi-final of. Are you back? You okay?
Yeah. My internet just decided to be a bit special.
Oh, okay. But it looks like you're still in the game, so we're okay. Final match, Mixed Nations against England. Who is gonna be the winner for this one?
Oh, so close. It's going to be interesting on this map, see if there's any boops coming out on point.
The tiebreaker map. I honestly, it is just so entertaining when it just comes to this. These are the best games, honestly.
Yeah.
Two very strong teams facing each other for one final map to get that spot into the final. And guys, make sure to stay on because there's going to be another stream coming up for the other semifinal, and you guys will see who are going to be the two finalists for
Yeah, I mean,
tomorrow.
The semifinal is straight after this game.
You know, I really hope I'll be able to be there for the final because this semifinal is already just so good. I mean, yeah.
This is really good.
Looks like England's going to be running a little dive comp there with the McCree, and Mixed Nations going to be running a Farm Mercy with the Ashe, a Hammond, and a Rhine there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be an early pick there on Tempest Fudge. Instantly getting picked out of the fight. Looks like I think there's going to be pushing on point now.
Yeah, I mean, England are just going to try and contest for as long as possible. Try and make sure that Mixed Nations don't get enough points, but no, it actually looks like they're just going to get back after they've lost their Lucio.
I don't know. Looks like it's going to be a struggle for England there to stay on point, but that's not.
Oh,
they're going to be able to get 2 picks there. This is going to be this opportunity to push up like 3 picks. Their
Killers is popping off right now.
Just doing the job.
Yeah. Oh, but they do get the Moira off the map.
But I think there's going to be a point there for England. Already so close, already so intense.
But they do manage to get the 25% up, and that's pretty good for them. I mean, they would take that.
Looks like that England's only going to be 4 now. They're just going to be waiting for the respawn. No, looks like everybody's here now. Kind of separated though. This could be Mixed Nation opportunity to push up.
Mixed Nations, they're running the damage boost to McCree. I thought he was going to take out Killer, but oh
my
gonna get
lord!
Res,
though.
Killer is living up to his name.
But he gets instantly killed himself. Looks like there's going to be a mines there from.
Yeah, it's going to be a mines on the right side, which means they're going to have to push through left.
Lucio there managed to get a couple picks there.
Oh,
on the McCree.
Both DPS are down for Mixed Nations.
I don't understand what these mines are doing. Looks like it's going to be their opportunity to push up, but it looks like it's only going to be the tanks that are there. There's going to be an exchange of ults. It's going to be a Valkyrie and a Diva Bomb. Diva Bomb from England not being able to get any picks. There's only going to be the tanks and the healers there from Mixed Nations.
Oh, and Killer. You saw the Mercy trying to hide around the corner there, but
yeah,
Killer can find her. Oh, and Killer gets the McCree and the boop off the map.
I just don't understand who is winning this one. Is this so close? But looks like that
so
Mixed
close,
Nation.
And the Bob, he was so close to getting off the map, but he manages to get 2 picks.
Looks
Now
like
the
Mixed
Ash is just
Nation.
gonna clean up.
So England managed getting to 70% there. Let's see if Mixed Nation is going to be able to do the same or even better.
Yeah.
Killer definitely getting those picks very early in the fight, which is giving England a huge advantage, being able to push up.
So this is interesting. The Diva and the McCree on the side of Team England just aren't really doing anything. There's a 6v4 fight happening in that little room on the left.
Looks like
It just means that England lose. I mean, the Diva and the McCree, they weren't putting pressure on anyone.
like the Ash getting pressured there, but not going to be enough. Looks like Hammond is going to have to run away there from the kill. But no, he still managed to get the kill in the Ash. Taking that back, it's going to be a 5v6 for England. Looks like they're going to be pushing up on point. This is going to be a close one. Looks like it's going to be huge EMP there.
Yeah, so they've EMP'd the minefield as well.
Exactly, and I think they're going to be able to get the point. Yes, they are. It looks like Killer getting 2 kills with that high noon, and the team England getting the rest, getting the picks. It's going to be a stagger there on the Lucio probably if he doesn't manage to get out. Oh,
no,
looks like he does. The tanks are trying to chase him. Are they going to be able to? I don't think so.
Now the interesting thing about this percent is if Mixed Nations cap the point, there's going to be no time for a 6-man contest from England.
Exactly, they're going to be struggling. Looks like it's going to be an early high noon there. Looks like it's going to get 2 picks off the bat with that high noon. Looks like it's going to be Mixed Nation time to push up, get on point. And England looks like they're kind of struggling now.
Yeah,
Nobody's
they're
there.
going to have to regroup quickly and try and get back on this fight.
It's
just so hard. The Hammond is still respawning.
10 seconds left there for England to get on point.
It looks like the Diva's going to be able to.
Looks like there's going to be waiting. Looks like they're going to be using everything now. They're going to be using the bomb, the B, and the Earth Shatter there.
But England have no more ults to use.
It's just going to be a slaughter from now on.
Yeah, and in that little room, the Diva gets bullied in the corner.
Hammond managed to touch the point at the last second, but it's not going to be enough. And it looks like that Mixed Nation gets this first round.
Yeah, I mean
99% to 99%. My God.
This is, I think, one of the closest games we've seen.
Truly. I just don't know. I don't know who has the advantage here.
Yeah, I mean,
Both
those
teams
teams were so confident.
so confident, playing at the best of their games right now, not making any mistakes, but there can only be one victor. And we're here to see who is going to be the one to win. Oh, looks like we're going to be going for a second round. For people that just joined in, this is going to be the tiebreaker for the semifinals.
You see on the side of Mixed Nations, you see the Symmetra and the Mei coming through. I think Mei is
looks like
so
they're going to be going straight to
powerful
point.
on this map.
They
And
both
it's just-
going running Symmetra.
Yeah, but the Mei, the wall is the perfect size for this point.
And yes,
so
it is. It
hard
looks
to
like it's going to
overcome
be playing a huge advantage there for Mixed Nations. That's they're going to be able to push in with that wall. But oh,
Oh, that's a big pick.
the main
But the
tank of Mixed
Symmetras,
Nations.
both of the Symmetras are charged up.
I don't know. Looks like it looks like
But they
England
fought off
might
the
have the
healers.
advantage here.
Yeah, I think they're gonna win this.
Oh yes, it
2
is.
players left on the side.
Tempest
Oh, and
Fudge.
already
Tempest
a
Fudge
coalescence
getting
out
the
from Chemical.
Tempest Fudge with that Symmetra, getting the charge that she needs to get all the picks, putting Mixed Nation under extreme pressure. I bet their palms are sweaty right now. This is the
I'm
semifinals.
sure. I mean, I'm only watching.
Oh my God!
But
Looks
it
like that
looks
Mixed Nation.
Looks like they're gonna be running the Pharah now.
There's Farah, who was very strong before. Let's see if it's gonna be able to pay off again. Looks like it's gonna be a high noon. They managed to get the main tank of Mixed Nations.
Oh, but the Pharah gets the McCree.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be enough there. Yep, she's gonna get picked, and that's gonna be a group up again for Mixed Nations.
Yeah. 40% and ticking here. I mean, it's pretty good on the side of Team England.
See, it looks like Mixed Nation is going to be pushing back on top, the same place as they were before. This time England giving them a little bit more space. Looks like it's going to be an Earth Shatter and a Coalescence there. And it's going to be Earth Shatter and a Zarya ult for England. Yes, they're going to be able to capitalize on that. And they're going to be pushing in and they're going to be getting the picks they need to keep Mixed Nations away.
Oh, and they're just going to stagger this D.Va, and there's no real place for her to jump off the map. So they're just going to follow her back to spawn. This is brutal. Oh my lord!
Ah, huge stagger there.
That was painful.
Definitely
but now that
painful
means
for the
that
D.Va.
it's like there's one more fight for Mixed Nations. With their D.Va still coming back from spawn.
But D.Va's going to be there quite quickly now. Looks like it's going to be Mixed Nations' opportunity to get the point. And if they don't manage to, that's going to be the end for them. I mean, for this round,
we're gonna be seeing the May wall coming in. I mean, not the May wall, the Symmetra wall coming in here.
Looks like a lot of ults are gonna be used now, as this is probably gonna be the final fight if Mixed Nation doesn't find anything. Looks like they're gonna get an advantage on the picks now.
It looks like they're gonna have the advantage here. Oh, and they've walled off the High Noon.
Not for long.
He tries to go around the side. It's the mech there.
And Mixed Nation managed to get the
They
point.
managed to get the May. Oh, but they've got 3 picks already.
Oh no!
They just bring it back straight away. You thought you could have the point.
I think they've got it. They got it.
Yeah, there's no time for them to touch.
Is this gonna be?
It's gonna be round 3 of map 5 to
The
decide
tiebreaker.
who goes through to the grand finals.
Now England was looking very strong on this map. Let's see if they're gonna be able to keep that up on the final round. Oh my god.
I mean, this game has been so entertaining.
Entertaining. This has been one of the most stressful experiences of my life.
I know, but like,
I just don't know what to say right now. Both teams very strong. Looks like it's gonna be a final round, not a final map, a final round to decide it all.
Yeah. Both teams still sticking with that Symmetra. Let's see what can happen here.
Looks like both teams going straight to point, but looks like that England got there first, very quick.
Yeah.
So we're getting
Lucio
instant
makes.
pick on the Tempest Fudge there. Looks like it's gonna be a 5v6. Looks like it's gonna be going in.
Duranga is very aggressive and
Oh,
pins
and
in
he
and gets punished for it.
He's got the main tank there. They're not gonna be able to push up without their main tank. It's gonna be very hard.
But it looks like the McCree's being really pressured by this Pharah. Manages
looks
to
like
get the
gonna
stun, but goes down.
Our Mixed Nation gonna
Now
be able
the
to
tables are
capitalize on that.
turning.
Or not. Looks like it's gonna be pretty equal fight right now. Looks like the main tank of Mixed Nation is gonna be able to come back in time.
Ooh, but Mixed Nation's falling very low, and their tank line goes down. And this is just gonna be a cap for Team England.
My god. I bet the pressure is on now for Mixed Nations.
Yeah.
I think what they had to focus on here is keep that mentality, because I think that England is feeling pretty confident now after that second round.
Yeah, and also look at the difference in the Reinhardt ults. I mean, world's best. He's on 50%. Smooker's already got it. This could be a fight win in itself.
Let's see. Looks
And
like
the High Noon.
the High Noon getting an
Killer
early pick on M2,
always gets a pick.
but it seems like he's gonna get
Does
picked.
go down.
They're gonna. I think Mixed Nation is gonna be. Yep, they're gonna push up on that. They're gonna push up on the Pharah ult.
Oh, but Zarya's kind of stranded there. She goes down.
But Tempest was
They do
getting a
manage to
pick
get
on
the
the
Moira.
main healer though. Yeah, I don't know what
They do manage to get the res off.
Mixed Nation should decide if they're gonna be pushing in or if they're gonna be staying out. But looks like gonna be pushing in. Looks like gonna be a
Oh, the solo grab onto the Symmetra.
and it's
she
gonna be a
doesn't go
huge
down.
shatter, a huge shatter
beat.
there for World Best on Mixed Nations. Are they gonna be able to follow up on that? Yes, they're gonna be able to get the main tank and both DPS of England. Looks like it's gonna be a point for Mixed Nation there. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Team England. They have both tank ults at their disposal for the next fight, and Mixed Nations had to use both of them to cap this, and they haven't even capped it yet. They've managed to stall it out to
Looks like
80%.
82%. Yeah. Very impressive from Team England there. Now it's gonna be
Once they cap this fight, I mean, if they cap this point, it's gonna be very hard for Mixed Nations to come back in and contest it.
indeed. Looks like Mixed Nations is gonna be holding on point, and looks like England is gonna be going on the high ground there, trying to get a jump on them. They're gonna be rotating up behind. They're gonna be going from the side now. It's gonna be a grab there from England. They're gonna do coalescence. They're gonna be able to get a pick, 3 picks there very early in the fight.
And the Moira uses I mean, this is pretty much the last fight. You gotta use what you can.
Mixed Nation must be shouting at each other right now, not knowing what to do.
Farah falls weak. She goes down. They're just gonna be trying to contest this for as long as possible.
But
they also just charge the odds of Team England more.
I mean, it's the only thing they can do. Sincerely, look at that. It's gonna be at 85% now for Team England, and they only have 50 seconds left.
Like 10 seconds. Yeah.
10 seconds now on the clock for Mixed Nation to push up.
Ooh. Now you can see the zoning ultimate from Killer. Is he gonna get a pick? He's just making that Reaper stay away.
Looks like they're gonna be using a grab there, but
World's Best is falling very low.
Looks like they're gonna be using everything now. Looks like that it's gonna be a 4v6 there for Mixed Nations. Are they gonna be able to get the picks they want? Yes, they are.
But Team England are investing still into this fight. They get the Farah, but I think that's gonna be it.
Looks like Mixed Nations gonna be getting the point. Oh my god.
Now this is the final cap. If England cap this point now, they're done for. But England, they are nearing that space combo, that Zarya and Doomfist combo. That could be devastating.
My god, looks like Mixed Nations looking strong now on the defense, now the only thing they need to do is defend long enough, but looks like they've been able to. Looks like it's going to only be 15 seconds left there.
Yeah, and you see the Reaper dropping in behind them.
This is going to be very intense if it comes back to 99%. It's going to be a grab there from Mixed Nations.
And they've solo grabbed the Lucio.
Meteor strike there from England, a final stand, make sure they can maybe contest the point.
And the Zarya dies with 97% to her grab.
That's gonna be detrimental. Detrimental for England. Hammond doing his best to contest at this point.
She's almost back though. She's almost back. She's got her grab.
But I don't think it's gonna be enough.
She's gonna be grabbing the Lucio and the.
But that's not gonna be enough. That's not gonna be enough. Looks like
there's no follow up, and that's gonna be it.
Mixed Nations
misses the blink.
Mixed Nations.
Mixed Nations win.
Takes the win. My god.
Oh my lord. That was. Oh my. I think I need to like lie down. I think all my energy is gone.
This has been a spectacular game. This is only the semifinals. I can't wait to see what the finals are gonna be in. Oh god. Oh
my lord. That was intense.
That was definitely something indeed.
So it will be Mixed Nations versus either Australia or
Germany.
I mean, that's gonna be a pretty good game, isn't it?
Looks like it's gonna be the end here for the semifinals. The England team against Mixed Nations. Mixed Nations taking the win at the tiebreaker map. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that the other semifinals is now currently on the way, started normally. And I just hope you guys had a great day. Don't forget to keep in with this amazing match, amazing World Cup from PointBlank Gaming. Yeah. Any final comments?
I mean, what can I even say? You've seen it all now. You've seen everything.
You've seen the peak of Overwatch gameplay here. That it
Yeah.
is. That's what's gonna be now for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast and stay tuned for the rest.